everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just going to make sure that I'm broadcasting. And it looks like I am. So I'm going to turn my volume down to make sure that I'm not... There we go. Excellent. Good morning. I've started this new Facebook Live every Sunday at 10 o'clock. I hope you'll join me if you can or watch the recording later. I'm going to show you how to use a sketch to create a card or more. So those of you who know me, I'm just going to see if we've got anybody commenting yet, because it takes a while for people to get on. So let's just let you guys get on. Hi, Janet. Good morning. Good morning. Not a great day today. Not like yesterday. Oh, well, good day to stay in and stamp, right? So we'll just wait for others to come. This series that I'm going to be doing on Sundays. Hi, Gail. Hi, Trisha. Good morning. Hi, Leanne. Good morning. On my blog, Stamp Crazy with Allison, every Sunday, my border buddy, Patsy Wagner, who is my partner in crime in the United States, we share an exclusive sketch. So this is one of our sketches. You can see Border Buddies. And we make a card. Hi, Diane. Hi, Yuda. Sorry, Yuda. Good morning. Gosh, you guys are good this morning. So this was the sketch from, I think, last weekend. And I wanted to show you how to use a sketch to get your creative juices flowing. Because sometimes I get stuck. I don't know about you guys, but if I go to a sketch, it actually helps me. So let me show you. Get me some papers here. So our sketches are usually, in fact, always a standard card. So this one says card base 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half, which means that it's scored at 4 1/4, right? So we got our classic card front. Now this is Fresh Freesia, which is one of the new ink colors, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then what I do is I kind of have a process. What I like to do is look through all my designer series paper and decide what I'm going to use. I'm creating today a card that Patsy shared last weekend. So she went ahead and chose, this is from the Pansy Petals designer series paper, which is gorgeous. I'll show you that in a sec. Now you can see on this sketch, there isn't a layer 4 by 5 1/4, but that's okay because you want to use these sketches as a starting point. So you can change it up, okay? So we've got a layer here that we've added. And then we need something, either designer series paper or cardstock, 2 by 3.5. So I've gone ahead and used the Freesia. Okay. And then we're going to put some sort of element here. Now you could cut out a circle or you could use anything, an image that you've cut out. It doesn't have to be a circle with something stamped in it. And then finally we've got this little strip here for a sentiment, or it could be a piece of ribbon, right? You don't have to use it as a piece. So that's what I'm trying to show you, is that you use it as a starting point and then you go from there. So before I get started, I wanted to show you the products that I'm going to use today. We've got this gorgeous Pansy Petals designer series paper. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I love this sheet. It's so pretty. So you can see you get 6 sheets, well, 12 sheets, 6 double-sided designs. So that's the one side. And then here's the other side. And what I love about the other side is that there's a lot of gingham, and I love gingham. I'm just going to make sure. Hi, Linda. Hi, Mo. Good morning. Good morning. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, I think you can. I always forget to look up and make sure that you can see that. Anyway, that's the designer series paper, which is gorgeous. And then we've also got the Pansy Pansy Patch photopolymer stamp set. What's great about photopolymer, of course, is that you can see where to stamp, like where the placement of images are, right? So this is a 2-step, which means that you've got a stamp and then another stamp goes on top, and sometimes a 3rd stamp goes on top to give you the final image, okay? Also, I love this stamp set because it's got words that I would actually use. So sometimes the words in our stamp sets are nice, but I couldn't figure out who I would send them to, but thank you and happy birthday. And even a little hello. Love you so much. You know, that's a great Valentine's or anniversary or any kind of card, right? And then the little things you do make such a big difference. That for me, this is a great little saying to send to my team, because little things sometimes make a huge difference, especially in Stampin' Up, right? So making a card and sending it makes a huge difference to people. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. Okay, and then, of course, the stamp set is fantastic. Oh, did I say it was? Yeah, I said it was photopolymer, so you can actually figure out where to line them up. You don't even have to, you're not guessing, you can see, right? Okay, and then we also have the dies that cut out our images. And there's extra dies in here where you can actually make pansies with just the dies. So isn't that fun? Okay. So now that you've seen what I'm going to be using in today's card, let's get this started here. So, like I said, I'm recreating the card that Patsy did last weekend to show you how she used the sketch. All right. So I'm going to start by embossing my 2 by 3.5. That's that extra piece. I'm going to use, these are brand new embossing folders called Checks and Dots. And there's actually 2 in a pack. So you get checkerboards and you get dots. I hope you can see those. Let's see, maybe better on the white. Not sure. Let's see. I'll wait for my video to catch up to see if you can see them. A little, yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay, now I thought for this card that the checkerboard looked like a strawberry basket or a pansy basket, right? A basket that you would get flowers in. So I'm going to use it. So these little, I want to say skinnier, but not as wide embossing folders fit the little boss or the mini Stampin' Boss machine perfectly. I'm just trying to figure out which way that you can see what I'm doing. Look at me turning this around here. Let's see which way is the best way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I think that's good. Let's do it that way. Now, the new embossing machines from Stampin' Up! Are brilliant. Hi, Corrine. Hi, Ellie. Because they have numbers on them. Look at this, 1, 3, and 2. Get 2 of these. So love that because it takes the guesswork out of it, because the actual platform tells you what they're for. So number 1 is for the die cutting pieces. And number 3 is for the embossing folders, okay, along with number 1. And then these plates, the clear plates that aren't really clear anymore, would be for the dies, right? So you just have to look at the platform to see what they say. So for this, I'm going to need number 3, and I'm going to put my embossing folder like that, and I'm going to put number 1 on top. I think they have it 1 on the bottom and 3 on the top, but it doesn't matter. I just look how smooth this is. Is this great? Look how tiny this little machine is. It's so powerful. Tiny but powerful. Okay. And then I've got my embossed piece. Okay, that's pretty easy. I'm going to just bring in a little piece of grid paper. This is from the Stamparatus products. I like it because it's tiny and it's still got my measurements on the bottom. Okay, so let's get this prepped. My favorite glue is the white multi-purpose glue. I like it because I I can move things around if I make a mistake before it dries. Some people don't like it because it squishes out the sides sometimes and gets all over their fingers and creates a mess. But if you don't go too close to the edges, you'll be okay. All right, so that's my first piece I want to put down. And then I'm going to add my checkerboard. Isn't this pretty? This beautiful paper. Fresh freesia. Okay. All right, let's bring back in the sketch. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. I've got my base. I've added a piece of designer series paper that's not called for, but it's okay. There are no rules on that. And I've added my 2 by 3.5. Okay, so now we need a saying, right? Because it's going to go across like this. Like I said, you could use ribbon instead. It's up to you. I'm going to bring in a darker color because I think the freesia is a bit too light for my saying. So I'm going to use the thank you from the Pansy Petals stamp set, and I'm using Gorgeous Grape. Now, you can see here on the sketch, I kind of want my words over on this side, right? Because I don't want it, this element, whatever I'm going to put on there to cover it up. Okay, so let's do that. Like I said, I love the clear because I can see what I'm doing, she says. All right, there we go. Thank you. I'm always careful not to touch things after I've stamped because you never know. Every ink pad is a little bit different, so it could be a little bit too juicy, and then it might smear. Put this guy down. Okay. I think I told you, but if I didn't, the sketches that we use are the sketches that are from us, from Border Buddies. So you're welcome to use them. You're even welcome to put them on your blog if you want, as long as you don't remove the watermark. You're welcome to do that. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Now we need an element. So I'm going to show you something really cool. Let's bring in the dies. And let's find the leaves. This is a leaf die. So is this guy. And this is a large pansy. When I was growing up, my mom had a really pretty garden, and she loved peonies, which I have right now around my garden. Pansies was another flower that we always had in our garden. And my mom always used to say that pansies have a face. And I guess I thought when I was a kid, really? But let me show you a piece of the designer series paper. Go through here. Here we go. All right, so here's some of the pre-printed daisies, right? That does look like a little face, right? Like it's his nose and some whiskers. So you see, she was right. They had little faces. Did anyone else do that when they were kids? Hi, Nancy. Hi. Oh, hi, Barb. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Anyone got any questions? You're all watching, having your tea or coffee. Hi, Carly. Okay, so earlier I said to you that it's awesome that these plates are numbered, right? Because they tell you what's what. So the white plate is for die cutting, but now I'm going to go off the grid here and say I actually don't use this for die cutting. I use number 3, so I kind of misled you there, but I'll show you why I use number 3, okay? So I got number 3, and then I've got my clear plate, right? Now, here's the cool part. The pre-printed paper, which I showed you earlier, has, I'm just gonna rip this part off. These dies, they don't only work with the stamps, so back up here, they work with the stamps, they work with the paper. Is that like, oh! Stampin' Up! Started to do this quite a few years ago. I'm thinking maybe 4 years ago, where they matched up their some of their designer series paper with the dies. So I love that because it makes it so easy to cut out stuff. Okay, there we go. And then of course, you're going to put your clear plate on top. Now, the reason I use number 3 is it just grabs it every single time. And I was sometimes having issues with number one. I'm not sure which one is thicker or thinner. It's minuscule between 3 and 1, but this just works better for me. So whatever works, right? So then look, check this out. We've got our flower, right? Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. And then I'm going to put my die somewhere where I won't lose it. You guys do that? I lose my dies all the time. I got really good at not losing them, and now I'm losing my embossing folders. I don't know. Hi, Patsy. I'm making your card today, girl. My border buddies joined us, and this is her card. Okay, so here's the leaves. Designer Series paper, the leaves, same thing. Check this out. These fit on top. Okay, so you got a fat leaf and a skinny leaf. I don't want too dark leaves though. I'm gonna go with, I don't know if you can see that. So I'm gonna go with this longer light one and this kind of wider dark one, okay? And again, I'm gonna put my plate on top ever so gently so that when I run this through, it doesn't move. It's a bit harder to do it on a live because of course, you know, you're not able to sort of position your body in the way that you would normally position it to cut. So they might be a little off, but that's okay. I'm gonna put my dies where I don't lose them. All right, so that's it for the die cutting. Now, going to bring back in, she says, her card that I've tossed somewhere. Here it is. All right, so here's what we've got so far, right? And now we're going to add our element, and that is, let's bring this back in. I always want to show you this. So you can see this is what we've got so far, right? And now we're going to use, this is our element. And like I said, you could use a circle just like it shows, but I love that Patsy always thinks outside the box or the obvious, and she goes for elements a lot of times. Okay, so I just want to put my leaves on. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to either side here. And then I'm going to, Patsy pointed out something to me the other day. Don't even know if I want to tell you, but I'm going to tell you what she said. The lines on the stamps go the right way. The veins on the leaves, but on the paper they don't. But we're just going to ignore that. And now you can have to pretend I didn't tell you. Hi, Nancy. Okay. Hi, Jamie. Oh, how nice to see you on here. Morning, morning. Okay, so pop up, yeah? Pop up. Patsy's obsessed with them dimensionals, just so you know. She must be the #1 buyer of dimensionals at Stampin' Up. She loves dimensionals. And so do I, because, you know, it's really nice to give dimension, especially to an image that you, that's sort of flat here, right? And I just had an idea. But, oh, there we go. So, okay, so that's pretty. So that's Patsy's card. She added some other gems to it. But before we do that, I was thinking, what if we took this is the same one I've cut out. What if we cut out the dark piece? Just fussy cut that out. What do we think? If I just, speaking of dimensionals, okay, what if we just fussy cut this? Remember, turn your paper, not your scissors. And we need a dimensional. And what if we popped up this like that? So can you see now we've got it's like a paper piercing. Oh, I like that. I like that because it's really pops, right? I don't know what kind of gems I have in my little tin here. Let's just see here. Not a lot. I have opal rounds. Let's add some of those. Okay. I like these. These are like iridescent, right? Or mother of pearl. I guess that's what they're like. Mother of pearl. So let's do this and grab another little guy over here. Maybe. Not sure. There, I'll put it there. I like things in threes, right? Just like flowers in the garden, you want 3s or 5s or 9s. You don't want evens, okay? Yeah, see, I knew you'd like that, Patsy. More dimensionals. Hi, Eleanor. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Eleanor. See, I shouldn't have mentioned the veins, and I told Patsy I wish she hadn't told me either, because now we can't stop looking at them, right? Blame Patsy, don't blame me. Okay, so that was more or less Patsy's card from last weekend using that sketch. Now, have you guys seen the amazing ombre gift bags? Hands up if you've seen them. Okay, so this is, you get 20 of them. You get 5 of each color. Look at this. Is this gorgeous or what? So this is the soft succulent. This is the fresh freesia. Oh gosh, what's that new? That's not positively pink, is it? Oh my gosh. Somebody tell me what color this is. Somebody who's watching, look it up. Well, look at this. I took the same sketch and I made an ombre bag, right? So this is exactly the same elements, right? Except I've changed the word. Oh no, I didn't change the word. But look what I did. I put ribbon here. So you see how this piece was long? Make sure I got them on the same. Yeah. So this piece was quite long, right? So instead I put some of the pale papaya ribbon on and then put my words on top. And then these are the genial gems. Okay. And so here's the little bag. Love that. Okay. So that's showing you how you can use the same sketch just over and over, right? So here's another card I made. Now this one is with hand penned. Same elements. Oh, see, look at, this is why you should always put your ink away. Look at that. Got ink on it. Darn. Okay. This is the hand pen suite. So we've got the hand pen designer series paper, and this is in the Highland Heather kind of hue, I would say. Okay. So again, exact same elements, 2 different cards, right? Yeah. Oh, polished pink. Thank you, Carol. Oh, thank you, Patsy. You know, when I first started at Stampin' Up, I used to know the page numbers and, I was like, turn to page 45 for the, now I'm like, what's the name of that? I just make up names sometimes, gotta tell you. Now, if you love the Pansy Petals suite as much as Patsy and I do, you'll want to know that this is our suite for June. Now, what does that mean? We have, Patsy and I, we have a program that we've run for, oh my goodness, Patsy, I don't know, 8 or 9 years, Border Buddy free PDF. And when you make a purchase from either of us, so if you're joining me this morning from the US, you would order from Patsy. And if you're in Canada, you would order from me. We give everybody, doesn't matter if they spent $10 or $200, they all get an 8-page PDF with a suite that we chose for the month. So June, we love Pansy Petals, so that's what we chose. So you can see we've got 8 projects, okay? So you get that for free, just for making a purchase, okay? Now, in addition to that, we each have different programs. So she has a different program in the US from this point on, but this is what I do for my customers. If your order is $50 or more, I'm going to give you 2 of the handmade cards in the mail. Okay, and so these are 2 of the cards from the suite. It might not be these 2, but you'll be getting 2 cards from our PDF. And if you live in Canada and you use my host code, you also get a gift. So I wanted to show you what the gift is going to be for those who order in June. I'm going to bring this in. This is my Simply Chamois. And I know this looks really scary, but actually it's okay. I've washed it out. I've wrung it out. It'll permanently stain, but it still will clean all my stamps, right? So I'm just going to tell you clean it. It's really awesome. Okay, so anyone who makes a purchase using the host code on my shop Crazy with Allison. And I'll put up the host code on this video when it's done. So here's a brand new one. Look how pretty this is. Can you believe it? It goes from this to this. But I don't want you to worry that it goes from this to this, because you just add water, wring it out, and some of the ink comes out and the rest doesn't matter. All right? Does that make sense? So let me show you some other cards from our PDF this month. So here's another one. Again, I used that where I popped up the extra piece. It just really gives it more dimension, right? And then here's another one. Okay. Again, I've cut these from that paper. So easy. You get a whole sheet. I mean, you can just, there's so many. I don't even know how many you can cut out of a sheet, but there's lots and lots of different colors and lots of different sizes. And then I actually did stamp these leaves. So Eleanor, see, the veins are going the right way. Okay. This is a card that my sister Mo sent me. Isn't this pretty? Love this. So this one, can you see this little corner? I'm not sure if you can. But Mo made a whole bunch of these for me where she's got these fancy corners. And just tucks in like that. Oops, like that. Isn't that pretty? Gorgeous paper. Absolutely gorgeous paper. And again, Mo's used the paper. And then these little bees. Are they the cutest? The bee's knees. They're part of the suite too. All right. So let me just check. Thank you, Carol. 110 flowers. Nancy, that's amazing. You can cut 110 flowers from those 2 sheets. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Eleanor's relaxed now because now she's seen the veins going the right way. So now she's calm. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. We've got, just as a refresher here, we've got our projects. Here they are. All using that same sketch. Here's our sketch. Here's our cards. So you can see you get quite a bit of variety, right? So I'll be back here next Sunday at 10 a.m. for another Sunday sketch. And I may be back during the week, but I'll let you know. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And, oh, Sarah, Nancy says that Sarah Douglas, who is our CEO, she said there were 110 flowers. So someone at head office counted for us. So thanks for that. Thanks, you guys. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.